Welcome to Curiosity Unlocked. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more mind-blowing videos on science and technology that will make you think beyond imagination. And don't forget to comment below with the next topic you'd like us to explore. Now let's start. Imagine waking up one day and everything feels different. The air is still, the winds have vanished, and the world is eerily silent. But before you can process anything, chaos erupts. The Earth has suddenly stopped spinning. What happens next is beyond anything we can imagine. Let us explore the terrifying reality of what would occur if our planet came to an abrupt halt. The Earth rotates at approximately 1,670 km/h, centrally 137 at the equator. This movement has been constant for billions of years, shaping our weather, our days and nights, and even the way we live. But what if this motion suddenly ceased? The first thing that would happen is pure devastation. Everything that isn't solidly attached to the ground would continue moving at the Earth's previous speed due to inertia. That means the atmosphere, the oceans, and even buildings would keep moving at over 1,000 km/h. Cities would be torn apart, cars would be flung across continents, and people would be thrown miles away in an instant. The sudden stop would cause massive shockwaves across the planet. Earthquakes of unimaginable magnitude would shake the ground, splitting continents apart. Volcanic eruptions would follow, releasing enormous amounts of lava and ash into the sky. The sheer force of these events would be enough to level entire cities in seconds. The destruction would be unlike anything in human history. But the worst is yet to come. Without the Earth's rotation, our planet's magnetic field would begin to weaken. This protective shield guards us from harmful solar radiation and cosmic rays. With it gone, deadly radiation from the sun would bombard the planet, increasing the risk of cancer and causing devastating genetic mutations. Without our protective barrier, life as we know it would be in grave danger. Then, there's the atmosphere. Since the Earth's rotation influences wind patterns and ocean currents, stopping it would bring unimaginable climate shifts. One half of the planet would face eternal daylight, while the other half would be trapped in everlasting darkness. The side facing the sun would become unbearably hot, with temperatures soaring to levels that could boil oceans. The dark side, on the other hand, would freeze over, turning into an icy wasteland. The atmosphere itself would start behaving strangely. With the sudden halt, massive hurricanes would form, sweeping across continents with unstoppable force. Gigantic waves, possibly miles high, would crash onto shores, drowning entire countries in an instant. The disruption to global weather patterns would create superstorms of a magnitude never seen before. Gravity wouldn't change, but its effects would feel different. Since Earth's rotation slightly reduces the force of gravity at the equator, stopping it would make everything weigh a little more. You wouldn't notice it much, but over time, this extra weight could have unforeseen effects on ecosystems and even human health. And what about time? The concept of a 24-hour day would no longer exist. Instead, a single day would last an entire year. One side of the planet would experience 6 months of daylight, while the other would be in complete darkness for half a year. This disruption would destroy agriculture, as crops would either burn under the endless sun or freeze in the eternal night. Could anything survive? Maybe deep in the ocean or underground, life might persist. Some organisms could adapt to the extreme conditions, but for humans, survival would be nearly impossible. Without sunlight, food chains would collapse, leading to mass extinctions. The few remaining humans would have to seek shelter in artificially controlled environments, relying on technology to keep them alive. But is there any way this could actually happen? Scientifically, it's almost impossible for the Earth to stop spinning abruptly. The only scenario where this could occur is if a massive celestial body, perhaps the size of a planet, collided with Earth, stopping it instantly. However, such an impact would likely destroy the planet entirely, making survival irrelevant. Over billions of years, Earth's rotation is gradually slowing due to the gravitational pull of the Moon. But this process is extremely slow, with only a few milliseconds lost per century. So, while our planet is technically slowing down, it will take billions of years before it stops, long after humans are gone. So, should we be worried? Not really. But thinking about such scenarios helps us appreciate how delicate the balance of life on Earth is. Every aspect of our existence is connected to the Earth's rotation, from our weather to our very survival. However, if we think about the long-term effects, there could be some unexpected consequences. If the planet ever stopped spinning, even gradually, human civilizations would have to adapt in radical ways. Perhaps underground cities could become a necessity, providing shelter from the extreme climate conditions. Scientists might develop advanced artificial sun technology to balance light and darkness on the surface. But no matter how advanced we become, nature would still be the dominant force, constantly challenging our existence. One of the most fascinating effects would be on space travel. If the Earth stopped spinning, launching spacecraft would become much more difficult. Right now, we use the Earth's rotation to help propel rockets into space. Without that extra boost, space travel would require even more energy and fuel, making it far less efficient. This could slow down our progress in space exploration significantly. There is also the question of psychological impact. Humans are creatures of habit, and our bodies are finely tuned to a 24-hour cycle known as the circadian rhythm. If days and nights were stretched into months-long cycles, it could lead to massive health issues, including sleep disorders, mental health problems, and a complete breakdown of social structures. Imagine having to work for 6 months straight in daylight, or trying to sleep through 6 months of darkness. Another overlooked effect is on global communication and technology. The world is connected through satellite networks that rely on predictable time zones and weather patterns. With a stopped Earth, many of these systems would fail, causing widespread blackouts, internet failures, and a breakdown of modern technology. Governments and businesses would scramble to find solutions, but the initial chaos would be unimaginable. But let's take this scenario a step further. If we could somehow survive the stopping of Earth's rotation, how would humanity rebuild? Would new cities rise in the few habitable zones left on the planet? Could we engineer artificial environments to mimic the lost equilibrium? Perhaps underground farming, artificial ecosystems, and space colonization would become essential for survival. Would this event push us further into space exploration, forcing us to seek refuge on Mars or other planets? Or would we try to restart Earth's rotation through unimaginable technology? These are the kinds of questions that make science fiction feel like reality. And who knows? Maybe one day, humanity will have the power to control planetary physics itself. What do you think would be the scariest part of a world where Earth stops spinning? Comment your thoughts below. Also, let us know what topic we should explore next. And don't forget to comment one unique word you learned today from this video. Stay curious, and see you in the next mind-blowing episode of Curiosity Unlocked.